This is Czech cuisine when you turn it into fine dining. They claim to be one-of-a-kind place in the country. Our favorite Mexican in Prague.
You are coming to Prague, and lucky for you, I am a local from Prague, about to give you some tips on where to eat. Now, there are hundreds, thousands of restaurants in the city. Lucky for you, a list of top 5 just came out according to a delivery app. So we're gonna test them and tell you what we think. The first one is in a part of town called Jídlovice, and the place is called Jídlovice, all Czech cuisine.
Takže dobrý den. I asked my friend Joey, who lives in Jídlovice, if he knows this place, and he just replied, it's awesome, but between 11:30 and 2 p.m. it's packed, and you have to wait in line to get here. That's why we're here at 10:45, so this is technically our breakfast. Why not? We got cabbage, pulled pork, and a potato pancake, which is traditionally Czech bramborák. These guys have daily menu where they have usually a couple meals, usually mix from all around the world, but they still have a stable Czech menu only. And I heard rumors about their svíčková, that it happens to be one of the best in the city. So if you want to try a real Czech food, this is the place to go to. It is really good.
Holy shit, bro.
I do understand that a lot of people watch us for chasing scammers and uncovering big scams. Yeah, that's fun, but we prefer to film this kind of stuff. I mean, the meal is really fantastic, and considering the price of 7 euros, it is also a bargain. So we finished our meal in an empty room, and 20 minutes later, it looks like this.
So put this place on your map and let's go to another one. If you're like me and you like to carry maps with you on your phone with some hidden gems, some cool spots, maybe fancy restaurants or cheap eats, then you can use maps from our Patreon that were tailor-made by me and Honza. You'll find the link below the video. Thank you very much. From one part of Prague where rents are so high that we can't afford to live there to another part of Prague where the situation is exactly the same. In other words, from Jídlovice to Vinohrady. And there's another restaurant that we want to show you. One of a kind in Czech Republic restaurant.
From Czech cuisine, we're drifting to Italian. These are lasagnas, and we're in a place called Lasagneria, and they claim to be really one of a kind, not only in the city, but in the country. Their most popular dish is bolognese, but we got a spicy one. Once you walk into this place, the smell will hit your nose hard. We were like, whoa, this smells really good. And the lady said, yep, everyone says that. By the way, a beautiful interior. Let's try it. Kámo. It is amazing. Let's be honest here for a minute. Lasagna in general are awesome. Like, they're awesome. These are a tiny little bit beyond awesome. We had the spicy lasagna, but looking at all these other kinds they have here, this is not our last visit to this place. It was the first one, it was definitely worth it, so we do recommend. And the next spot is actually around the corner in the neighborhood.
This is the best place for lasagna, so come here, enjoy, and
all right. Of course she recommends this place. She works here. But I agree. From Italian restaurant, we moved to American Street to visit a Mexican restaurant. Je to moc dobrý. A to v tom není alkohol. Las Adelitas is one of our favorite Mexican restaurants in Prague. There is one that is downtown, right next to Old Town Square. We've already shown it to you. This one is further out in the part of town called Vinohrady. I prefer this for more like a dinner place. It's actually quite empty during lunch. And you may wonder, how did we actually pick places for today's episode? Well, there are awards that are held annually by a food delivery service, and each year they publish which restaurants were the best in terms of amount of orders and ratings. So we're basically just following their list. And to be clear, so far we do agree with the list that people from around Prague created. And I guess we can dig in. Yep, you guessed it, it's really good. Pro tip, the neighborhood here is beautiful, and if you happen to be here on one of the days that is called Reclaim the City, they have one of the best festivals here on the street. And you can walk down the street here and discover the hidden grotta. I think all the restaurants are not going to be happy with our recommendations because we're also showing that you can just share one meal among 2 people. Like the first meal was easily shareable among an entire family.
I think we can do one more.
Let me reveal a secret about the Honest Guide videos. We don't film chronologically. I just a minute ago finished an Indian meal that you're about to see next after I present to you this. Logistically, it just worked out better to walk this way through the restaurants. This is Wokin. We've showed this place before. This is actually what we eat the most with Honza when we move around and film around Prague. Yeah, we don't eat goulash like the Czech food every day. We eat this. These are noodles. These are great noodles. It's a Czech owner. It's a fast food chain. There's many of them around the city and they're great. And yes, I eat them with pineapple. I actually know the people who run this place and I asked them, I said, is it okay to have it with pineapple? And they said, of course, that's why we offer it with pineapple. Now seriously, these noodles are great. You can obviously order them somewhere or you can just grab them here in the box and eat them in some park on a bench in Prague. So this is ideal. So if you see this place full or there's a line of people, just grab the noodles and go sit somewhere. Now this restaurant I'm about to show you did not appear on any top list from any awards whatsoever, but it is on my top list of restaurant where I order from. The food from this place is on my table in my kitchen very, very often. So it's only my second time walking in. Not the most romantic place in the universe, but they have the best Indian food in Prague. My favorite dish here is chicken tikka masala. I do eat this a lot with garlic or cheese naan, but there is a trap that you can fall into and you've got to be extremely careful. It's called vindaloo and it hurts. Do not go that way. I've been down that path and to come back to normal life is hard. Okay, chicken tikka masala, it's a safe choice and it's delicious.
Janek actually mentioned this place to me a couple of times. I try to order the food, but they don't deliver to my area. So I'll just come here, I guess. And honestly, I will, because the food is so good.
Now, the reason we were taking a picture is because the owners actually watched The Honest Guide, right? Yeah. Lovely.
So these were the top 5 restaurants according to the Food Delivery Awards, and according to me, if I was you, I would definitely go to Jídlovice. They not only have one place, but also another one in Karlín, and I would also go to Lasagneria and Adelitas and Wokin. Try all of them. Enjoy, and I'll see you next week. And in the end, I'm going to teach you a Czech word that will be completely useless in most of the restaurants we showed you today, and that is how to say chopsticks, which is hůlky. Hůlky, chopsticks. Wokin.